Welcome, folks. As always, thank you so much for tuning in. Normally, we do a quick market update. We're not this show because I didn't want to spend that time on that. I wanted to spend the time with our guests. Today, our guests are all from Nantahala Bank and Trust. Sheila Cody, Commercial Relationship Manager. Amy Sacco with the locals at the local branch in Hayesville. Hayesville. And MJ, I'm not going to tell you what that stands for, folks, because obviously she doesn't want us to know. Mortgage specialist. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you for having us.
I appreciate y'all coming. I have been trying to get y'all on for some time. I am so thankful we were able to work out a time this morning. Yes, folks, we record the show normally on Tuesday mornings, and I know it airs at 7 a.m. Saturday and Sunday, and Saturdays, Saturday and Sunday, 7 a.m. and 2 p.m. All right, Sheila, tell me about, if I didn't know anything about Nantahala Bank, and I've done business, well, a lot of business through the years with y'all, but tell me, if I didn't know your bank, what would you want me to know about Nantahala Bank and Trust?
Well, Rick, we are a true community bank in our area, probably the last true community bank in our area. We have branches in Franklin, which is our main office. We have a branch in Hayesville, of course, where we're located, and we have a Murphy branch here, all in North Carolina. We offer consumer and business deposit products and services for our customers, as well as mortgage loans and other types of loans that are available. And
Home loans.
home loans, equity lines, all that type stuff. And we offer all of that with all of the latest updated technology. So we're trying to keep up, with technology and try to offer all the different ways to offer to customers as far as banking.
Now, where are you from originally?
I grew up here in Clay County.
All right.
So I'm
A native.
I'm a native. Grew up in Clay County. Started working when I was a baby in banking, so that was kind of like 39 years ago.
Just yesterday, folks. Just yesterday. Amy, what is your position with the bank? And I kind of already spoiled that. You're the branch manager. And what experience do you have, though? What's it take to become a branch manager in banking?
Well, I've just been in this role at the Hayesville branch for the last 2 years. I was with a credit union for 6 years, so I've got a total of 8 years in banking. And currently I just oversee the daily operations of the tellers and CSR, so I have a lot of deposit experience. But then I also can do loans. I'm a lending officer as well.
It just hit me who you replaced. Who did you replace?
Well, Donna Kitchens has been in that role.
okay.
Sheila has done the branch
Okay.
manager role.
Okay.
So
What was Claire there?
she was our president.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. I was like, oh no, did you?
I did not replace
Yeah.
Claire.
Okay.
No.
Yeah. I don't know that anyone.
Nobody
I
could.
love
Yeah.
Claire. I love Claire. I don't know anyone could replace her. She did quality work. I
Yeah.
was her and her crazy husband. I hope you heard that, Gary. Sheila, what is your position with the bank and what experience? We know you're unique and that you're a native. There are there that many of y'all left anymore? I don't know, but what do you
Well,
do in banking?
Currently, I'm the commercial relationship manager for the bank. I have 39 years of experience in banking. I started out as a teller years ago. Worked into the customer service, started working with deposits. Then I worked started in loans, and then into management after that. And then most recently, in the last couple of years, got my certification in commercial lending. So I do a little bit of all of that type lending.
Is a commercial loan from a residential loan big differences?
They're not really. They're booked, separate. I mean, when we look at a commercial loan, there's different guidelines as far as qualifying. We do different levels of cash flows and things like that with commercial versus
Okay.
a residential mortgage.
I got you.
So,
I got you. That's interesting. Do you? I take it in your position, you help a lot of people answering a lot of questions.
absolutely.
MJ, last but certainly not least, what is your position at the bank and what experience do you bring to banking?
Well, I'm a mortgage specialist and I've come all the way. Well, I was born and bred in South Texas, but I've come from Phoenix, Arizona, and I've got 38 years in the mortgage lending arena. So I've done from title searches to notary to operation to managing in the underwriting sector for a good almost 10 years. And now I've come back full circle to be an originator once again as the specialist for the mortgage loans.
I can tell you, I learned something that blew me away before we started. You're originally from the Phoenix area?
It was South Texas.
So,
But I moved from Phoenix to here to Murphy.
what was that heat you were telling me about out there?
122 degrees. It was just unbelievable July of 2023 there when we left.
But-
For 40 some days plus 122 each day.
Now, most people come here because the people are really nice. There's beautiful views. I kind of know why you came here. Oh my gosh,
I have-
122
Yes.
degrees.
And I grew up in a very small town in South Texas. So for me, it's just, I feel like I'm home now. I really do. All these communities and the people have been so welcoming, and I really hope to make an impact to each and every community around the area and help those that deserve to be homeowners.
Amy, how does Nantahala Bank help our local community, consumers and businesses alike grow? I mean, what do y'all do in our community? I think everybody has a view of bankers from strictly TV or the movies, you know, and it's not always the best. Some of y'all are called banksters. Short, the combination of banker and gangster. But I know, having worked with y'all on different things through the years, and my father, y'all do a lot of good. Y'all help a lot of people. But for those who maybe have a view of banks from our TV, our media, tell us a little about the truth.
So we can offer the same type of products that the bigger banks do, but we feel like we do it with more personal attention, meaning that, you know, we understand the unique needs of our community. So we're able to provide loans to our local businesses as well as deposit services and individuals. And when we do that, when we're able to do that, it helps stimulate economic growth in this area, job creation, and income for the residents in this area.
What I like about all of y'all in your bank is that y'all are true community. We're Franklin, Hayesville, and Murphy. If someone locally comes for a loan, you're probably not calling someone in New York City, hey, I've got Bob here, wants a loan. Y'all make your decisions locally,
That's
correct?
correct.
We do.
That's just huge. I mean, that to me is the earmark of a true local community bank. And
Yes.
that's one of the things I like about y'all. Back to Amy. Amy, what makes Nantahala Bank a great place for someone to get a mortgage or a loan? And I think we just kind of cheated.
We just covered that. But yeah, so all of our, or most of our lending decisions are made locally. So it's being reviewed by people here that work for the bank. And one of the other great things is that we are able to offer flexible solutions that work for the people in this area, not just credit scores. We're not just crunching numbers. We can accommodate those in unique financial situations, different collateral situations, and we've been serving this area for over 20 years now. So we just understand our local economy, our housing market, and we think that's beneficial to our borrowers.
Again, going back, y'all are local. You like to do business. I like to shop local. I like to buy local. It helps our. You see those signs out there that says, you know, you can go to the big box chain and that money goes here or there. You buy local, you're helping the local sports team. You're helping the local families. Those are some of the things I need. Now, real quick, Packy's got a credit score of about I don't know, a 1 or a 2. I mean, is there anything we could do for Packy other than maybe give him some counsel? And they all chuckle. Folks, today's guests are with Nantahala Bank and Trust. We'll be back right after these commercial messages, and I always thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome back, folks. Today our guests are Sheila Cody, Commercial Relationship Manager, Amy Sacco with Branch Manager at the Hayesville branch, and MJ, Mortgage Specialist from Nantahala Bank and Trust. And before the break, we were having some fun at Packy's expense. But Sheila, seriously, what types of loans does Nantahala Bank offer? I know y'all are a local community bank. How do y'all stack up as far as what y'all can offer?
Well, we offer all the same products, as one of the girls said earlier, just with a personal touch. But I do what we call the in-house mortgages, construction loans, land loans, equity lines, commercial loans. So pretty much, your everyday type loans, but with more of a personal touch. We offer all of the different products available. And then MJ will talk a little bit about her products coming up here.
If someone is thinking about buying, or maybe they need a loan for something, how do they reach out to y'all? What do you have, a phone number, a website?
Yes, of course we have a direct line. We can also do, they can email us. Whatever's
Let's say they're listening and they want to call. What do you know your number?
Our number at the Hayesville branch is, of course, 828-389-0700.
One more time, slow. If they're driving, well, I gotta get a pen. Let's go.
Of course, yes, that's 828-389-0700.
Okay. And if they're just curious about your bank, do you know your domain name?
It's nantahalabank.com.
Yes.
Oh, that's y'all were lucky to be able to get that. That's pretty good, Nantahala Bank. That's pretty good. MJ, what types of mortgage loans do you do? Now you're the mortgage specialist.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm talking to the specialist.
So we do conventional FHA, USDA, and the FHA loans. And I have as little as 3% down on a conventional, 3.5% down on an FHA, 100% financing on a VA, and USDA as well.
I see a lot of VA loans up here. A lot of people who are entitled to obtaining a VA come to this area.
Yes.
Do you see the most of?
I mostly see conventional,
Just
believe it or not.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, and a lot of properties that, if they don't fit the cookie cutter, typical guideline, I slide it right back over to the bank because they can probably do it. We haven't had one turned away yet. If I hadn't been able to do it on my side, whether it be for excess acreage or maybe there's just structures on the property that just don't qualify for the actual guideline. Send it right back over to the gals and they're able to book that loan, no problem.
Don't get any ideas, Packy. They're still not going to accept you. MJ, what credit and income qualifications does an individual need to qualify?
We can go as low as 500 to 580 on an FHA. Your conventional is typically 620. And the other programs, VA and USDA, pretty much follow the same suit at 620. Now, there are factors that affect the rate, which would be your score, how much money you're putting down, and if you're doing a cash out refinance or if you're doing a purchase or maybe just a rate and term.
If someone's starting out and, unfortunately schools, maybe they've gotten better. None of this was taught when I was a kid. I don't know that I would have chosen that class in high school, but someone who doesn't, you said 500, 580, where could how does someone learn about their scores?
How they learn is I usually give them a budget sheet and I let them know that what you need to do to build your credit. I've even done a loan many years ago where it was non-traditional credit. What does that mean? Well, do you have a rental storage facility? Do you have cell phone? Do you have rent? Did you put something as furniture on layaway? I can build non-traditional credit very easily. People just don't think outside the box to say, well, I don't have any credit, but you might. You just have to really outline what it is that you pay monthly, and if those creditors can be added to your credit report, we can take care of that. We can build you a credit score if needed. Sometimes I have people come in 3 months, and by the sixth or month or 12 months have passed, they're ready to go. They're ready to buy. They've saved money, they've built their credit, and I've also given them advice to piggyback on someone's credit. So if you have somebody who, let's say your uncle, your grandma, somebody where they can add you to a credit card, you can build credit that way by paying off that credit card monthly every month in full. That will boost your credit score faster than anything. And people don't realize that. It's the little tweaks.
What is the minimum requirement for a down payment, or does it's got to vary? I've got to think.
Yeah, conventional is 3%. I have a home possible at 3%.
3%.
And you can even have a portion of that paid by your seller, or the seller can pay some closing costs for you to help you get into that home. The next best would be FHA, 3.5. And mind you, all of these programs are running in the high to mid 6% range. So right now I've quoted items at 6.75 depending on their score, and that's very attractive to some people. I've quoted 6.5 where they want to pay in for the rate to buy a little bit lesser to have more qualifying power. The longer the term you go, the smaller the payment. The shorter the term you go, the bigger the payment.
Sure, 15 year, 30 year. Are you, do you foresee 1% loans soon?
No. I do not. I do have a mortgage at 1.75, but I'll never
Oh my
refinance it. I'm going to pay it
gosh.
off. So.
Oh my
Yes,
gosh, I'm
yes.
envious. I'm envious.
Yes.
No more free money, folks. No more
No.
free money like we had during the pandemic. Those were unique years. People are, I hate to say it, I built my first home in the 90s. I want to say it was a little over 9%. People got used to that free money, a product of the pandemic and the unique circumstances we were under. And now 6.75. Oh my gosh, that's so high. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I can remember 1%. Nationally, we were like 18%. I mean, 6.75 is a fantastic rate. You know, read a book. Come on, do a little research before you whine.
The highest rate I've ever refinanced someone out of was 32%. The second highest was 28%, and that was in the 90s.
Was that mob money?
It was D paper.
Oh,
We used
my
to grade them
gosh.
A, B, C, D paper, and of course, when the crash came in '08, C and D paper went away, and then you've got your marginal B still out there. That would be more hard money, but it was amazing to see what I was doing for people in saving them all that interest and giving them a lower payment.
That's amazing. What terms do you offer in general?
Typically 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You're going to see your 40-year mortgages probably more if you need help and you're struggling to make the payment right now. They may do a modification and tack some of those payments on the back end, and then you'll end up at probably like a 40-year note. But it'll still be amortized over 30. It just depends on how the loan is structured.
I'm curious of this. This is just curiosity. I have seen people in their 80s get 30-year mortgages, and I always scratch my head and go, wow. I mean, is that like highly insured or?
No, I mean, it just depends on their circumstance. You know, a lot of times people go higher term because they want a comfortable payment where they can meet their monthly obligations each month. So having said that, I have a couple right now who's doing an equity, and they're cashing out on their equity on their home.
Okay.
And it might be manufactured, but they're still, you know, gonna be comfortable, and they want everything combined into one payment: their principal and interest, their taxes, and their insurance.
Sheila, what advice would you give someone looking for a mortgage or business loan? And we're probably around 1 minute.
Start early in the process. Come talk to us. We can give you the information you need so that, you know, when you're looking at, make sure you know kind of what your down payments are going to look like, where your credit score needs to be. So a lot of times it's educating the customers, especially a younger couple, say, that don't know. We can let them know so that they're prepared when the time comes when they're actually ready to do the loan, that they're prepared and ready.
Down to 1 minute. We're going to divide this between Sheila. Real quickly, does Nantahala Bank work with local realtors like myself?
Oh, sure. We love to work with the realtors. We like to keep everybody in the process involved, including the realtors, the appraisers, the attorneys, to keep everybody in the loop so that it's a smooth process for everybody involved.
All right, real quick. Amy, does Nantahala Bank stay involved in the local community beyond banking?
Yes. We sponsor events, we volunteer, we donate and support our local schools and charities. We just believe in giving back to our community, so we stay involved.
Very good. Ladies, I so appreciate you coming today. I've wanted to have y'all on for some time. I'm glad everyone was able to work it out. Folks, I hope you find this show interesting, and if you have questions, I hope you'll reach out to them. They really do help a lot of people in our local community. Thank y'all.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Rick.